Hey guys, it is John C Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFY Inspirations for Your Life. I'm so happy you joined me. Do check out my hat in case you missed it. It says, I'll give you there a second, I'll repeat, believe, then it says me, then it says achieve, then it says .com. So definitely check that out, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much great information that I think you guys are definitely going to want to capitalize on. So definitely tune into the show today. There's a lot of great stuff. So whether you're here at 9:35 p.m., 9:35 a.m., 1 a.m., 1 p.m., or maybe even just 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., I'm so grateful that you're here with me tonight. It is March 20th, which is, in case you guys did not know, it is actually, yes, it is a great day. It's a Wednesday. And so let's just dig right in. So we've been talking this whole week about something cool. It started on Saturday. So our first topic of the week, master topic of the week, is understanding kindness. Series 3, show 12, which means we're in the third year. Let's get right into the master topic of this evening, shall we? Kindness Illuminated. Embracing the power within series 3, show 12, episode number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that we are at this far where it's show 12, we're episode 5? I mean, that like just blows me out of the water. I don't know about you, but it blows me out of the water. And I think, just understanding how this works, I think is like amazing, if you ask me. It's absolutely amazing because we have so much power, in our lives. And I think if we can embrace that power, ladies and gentlemen, and know that we are more powerful than we think, our world can change on a dime. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's get right into this, shall we? All right, so the master topic for the day, you know what that is, but let's get right into the show. So first thing I want to talk about is a quote. Sometimes it's easy to lose faith in people, and sometimes one act of kindness is all it takes to give you hope again. Randa Abdel-Fattah. Again, sometimes it's easy to lose faith in people, and sometimes one act of kindness is all it takes to give you hope again. That's pretty amazing. So, everything in our life is about belief, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? It's all about belief. And if everything is about belief, then we can move forward doing so many amazing things. We can. We really can move forward doing some amazing, amazing things. So this is a pretty cool quote. The next quote that I want to share with you, because this is an amazing one, but I think another one I'll get to in a second. This is important because just that one good thing could turn someone's whole vision around. It could change their whole world. It could turn them completely around. I don't know about you, but I think that is so like, it's remarkable. And I have to say, it's kind of priceless. Yeah, it's kind of priceless. All right, so let's just get right into the shall we? So I have another quote that I want to share with you today. It's another cool quote. I want to get a little air in here because it's a little warm where I am. So thinking about this, right? Think about what all this means to you. Let's get on to another quote. The other quote I want to talk about is this one. And it is, let's make that a little bit slower because that's a little loud. Kindness is stronger than iron bars. Kindness is stronger than iron bars. What does that mean? Kindness is stronger than iron bars. Well, I think it's talking about the fact that when we have kindness, okay, in our lives, we have that type of kindness, our life can change. Our life can change on a dime. Now, I might not know how to do that, but I think faith and also our persistence and our belief in ourselves gets us to change our entire world. That's a pretty amazing thing if you ask me. It's a pretty amazing thing. And so if that's amazing, then I feel that you have potential to do so many more things in your life. You have potential to do so many more things in your life. Now, I'm not talking about just one thing. I'm talking about major things in your life. And you might say, well, John, I don't know how to do that. I have no idea, how do I do that? Well, I think the biggest thing I want to share with you is that life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be lived. Let me say that again. Life is meant to be lived. So, a lot of times, if we see something or we hear something, it can really change who we are or change the feeling or embrace something that's totally different than the way we expected it to be. That's very remarkable, if you ask me. That is very, very remarkable. And so, if that's the case, then that means people have a very, let's call it interesting potential. They have a very interesting dynamic. But what is that dynamic? And I think that dynamic gets confused from some people. Gets confused. Why does it get confused? I think it gets confused because people just don't know why something works a certain way. They don't understand. They just don't seem to understand. But I'm here to tell you that you have so much potential in your life. You have so much potential in your life. And if you have those potential and you embrace these concepts, then your life could change on a dime. Well, you might say, John, what is a word going to do for me? Well, a word's going to do plenty for you. A word is going to do plenty for you. I mean, really, it's going to do plenty. I mean, it's going to do so much. It will change who you are as a person. It will change who you are as a person because of the way you embrace things. Because of the way you embrace things. If the way you embrace things makes you feel a certain way, okay? If it makes you feel a certain way, then I think there is a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential. That's pretty remarkable. So it has potential, and you can make a difference in your life. But a lot of times, people are just not willing, let's say, to make these changes in their life. They're not willing to sacrifice things. They're not willing to look at the coin a different way. Even though the coin has two sides on it, we have to realize that there might be more than one way, ladies and gentlemen, to look at that coin, right? I mean, yes, the coin could always land on one side, but there could be a completely different way to look at that coin. And when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of remarkable. It's like another perception, another way to understand things, another way to be captivated. But I think sometimes people look at things for face value and are like, well, is this all there is? And people tell them, yeah, this is all there is. But it's more than that. It's a lot more than that. Why? I think it's because of the fact that what we're told is what we believe, but that's not always the way it should be. We have to figure out our own realities. So an iron bar is extremely strong, but kindness has the power to break an iron bar. Now, we don't mean a physical iron bar. We mean the iron bars of life, the iron bars of people's minds. Because when we're kind, it opens people up. Okay? So let's jump on to the next one I think you're going to like, which is kindness is the light that dispels darkness. Kindness is the light that dispels darkness. Let me say that again. Kindness is the light that dispels darkness. Can we say that again? Kindness is the light that dispels darkness. Kindness is the light that dispels darkness. That's pretty amazing, right? Kindness is the light that dispels darkness. I don't know about you, but that kind of gives me like the chills in one way. It's like that's just amazing because kindness we're thinking of it like, something that's way over here, but really it's more than that. It's actually a way of looking at the world, but it's a way of acting in our world. It's a way of acting in our world. And if we act a certain way, then we're going to feel differently. We're going to have different perceptions, but other people are also going to act in a completely different way. I don't know about you, but that gets me very, very charged. So everything in our life, ladies and gentlemen, is a perception. Everything is a perception. I'm not just saying one thing, I'm saying everything is a perception. Therefore, you create the reality from your perceptions. Let me say this again. You create the reality from your perceptions. That's wild. Let's move on to another quote. Kindness is the fuel that powers the engine of humanity. Kindness is the fuel that powers humanity. Kindness is the fuel that powers humanity. Kindness is the fuel that powers humanity. That gives me like goosebumps. It's yes, the perception, but it's more than a perception, ladies and gentlemen. It's a way of thinking about life. And we think about life a certain way, our life changes. Our life changes. Again, it doesn't happen overnight, so I don't want you to get excited. Say, oh my gosh, it's going to happen tomorrow. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen next week. It might not happen next month. It might not even happen this quarter or this year. But it will happen if, ladies and gentlemen, you are persistent and you are someone that is, how can I say, persistent and steadfast in your belief. So we've talked about faith before, but I'm talking about faith not just from a religious perspective. I'm talking about faith from the fact that you believe something will happen or won't happen. And see, it's our thought that makes it so. There's a great book, The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol Myers. And this is pretty remarkable, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is like so amazing that I can't even give you words for it. I mean, it blows me away. It literally blows me away because it's that thinking stuff, right? It's that stuff that we didn't quite understand. It's that stuff. And that stuff, or that thinking stuff, creates perceptions for us. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It creates perceptions for others. So it creates perceptions for us, and it creates perceptions for others. So our world is all about perceptions. And our perceptions fuel, no pun intended, they fuel our reality. Our perceptions fuel our reality. Our perceptions fuel our reality. That's mind-blowing. Our perceptions empower us. Okay, they empower us to be all we want to be. They empower us. They empower us because when they empower us, we can make these subtle shifts. Now, you might say, well, gee, John, what the heck does a subtle shift do for me? Well, it doesn't do much at all. It just makes things different. And that difference has a way of changing who you are and the person you believe you are. That's like really crazy, but it's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely the truth. All right, let's move on to my next quote, which is pretty amazing. Next one is, kindness is the cornerstone of the meaningful existence, of a meaningful existence. And that's by Roy T. Bennett. Kindness is the cornerstone of a meaningful existence. That's pretty amazing. Kindness is the cornerstone of a meaningful existence. Kindness, let me say this again, is the cornerstone of a meaningful existence. So kindness is the cornerstone of a meaningful existence. That gets me so pumped, ladies and gentlemen, like really pumped. Why? Because it means that we have the power to create the difference in our world. That's like, I don't know, that's like crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That's absolutely crazy. And if something is crazy like that, people say, if something's this crazy, it just might work. And guess what? The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol Myers makes it so. So belief is that magic stuff. We call it magic because it's like in the subconscious, but it's the stuff that makes things work or not work. And I have one more I want to share with you. And that is kindness is the currency of humanity. Let me say that again. Kindness is the currency of humanity. 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 That's wild, guys. So if we use kindness, hypothetically speaking, okay, we can get anything we want. Now, we don't want to do it in a mischievous way, right? Because that'll just come back to backfire and hurt us, right? Bite us in the rear. When we do something for the greater good of all concerned, it helps. When we don't, guess what it does? It bites us. So whatever we send out to the universe comes back, ladies and gentlemen. It comes back. It comes back. It comes back to be whatever you send it out to be. If it was good, it'll come back to be good. If it's not good, well, it'll come back to hurt you. Now, I'm not saying it should hurt you, but you know when you're doing something good and you know when you're doing something bad. So if you're doing something good, then chances are it's going to come back and it's going to try to help you. But if you're doing something for deceitful purposes or to try to manipulate someone, well, unfortunately, my friends, it's going to come back and it's going to burn you. That's right. I said that. It's going to burn you. All right. So we talked a lot tonight, but kindness is a currency. It doesn't cost us anything to be kind. Just our actions, our thoughts. So we talked about a couple quotes I just want to go over real quick with you guys. One was, sometimes it's easy to lose faith in people, and sometimes one act of kindness is all it takes to give you hope back again. Randa Abdel-Fattah. Kindness is stronger than iron bars. We don't mean it can knock iron bars, but we mean that it can actually break the iron bars of the mind. Because kindness will break even the toughest mind, that's even the rudest or the person that seems to not care. When you show kindness, it's like they get an epiphany moment. Kindness is the light that dispels darkness. So if we can show kindness, suddenly the light will be turned on for us. Kindness is the fuel that powers the engine of humanity. So let's be kind, and we'll keep humanity going a lot further than we thought was possible. Kindness is the cornerstone of a meaningful existence. Kindness is what holds everything together. It's like the glue. The last one is kindness is the currency of humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be here this fantastic evening. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel. Comment below, tag your friends, colleagues, associates. Go to my TikTok, follow us. I'll see you guys into the show real soon. Be well, everyone.